Hello everyone, in this video we'll be solving problem 112 path sum. The problem statement is given the root of a binary tree and an integer target sum, return true if the tree has root to leaf path such that adding up the path equals the target sum. The leaf is a node with no children, that is no left or right leg. If you look at example number 1, with this binary tree input and the target sum as 22, there is one pair or leg or combination between the root node and the leaf node which totals up to 22, starting from 5, 4, 11 and then 2. So we return true in this case. In example number 2, target sum is 5, which can't be built with 1 and 2 or 1 and 4. So the output is false. This is a very easy problem and I'm sure you'll feel the same after we discuss how it can be solved. Let's use example number 1 to understand how we can solve it. In the naive approach, we start the iteration from the root node, identifying all possible combinations that can take us to the leaf node, save the path, then calculate the sum, compare it against the target, and if we encounter a target, we return true. For example, when we are looking at the left leg for node 5, we'll start by 5, then 4, then 11, then 7. Calculate the sum and compare it. Other possible combination is from 5, 4, 11 and 2. So we'll do another sum. Similarly, on the right side, we'll do one between 5, 8 and 13. Other is 5, 8, 4 and 1. So we'll end up doing a total of 4 combinations or 4 paths. For this solution, our time complexity will be O of n square as we are running through few nodes multiple times. For node 7, we went through node 11 and node 4 multiple times. Similarly, for node 13 and 1, we went through 8 multiple times. So this is not an efficient solution. Now let's think about how we can improve this approach. One improved solution is to maintain the sum at each node as we are iterating. And this sum will be from the root node to the current node. Let's run through a couple of scenarios to help understand what I'm talking about. So when my pointer is at 5 and I'm navigating to its left leg, which is node 4. So at 4, I will maintain a sum which will be from the root node to the current node. So sum will be 9 and will continue the iteration further. So when I'm at 11, the sum would be 20 because the sum for 4 was 9. Similarly, when I'm going to 7, I will have the sum as 27 and on the right hand side it will be 22. So if you notice the difference between the previous approach and this one, calculate the total for node 2 and 7. I don't need to calculate all the nodes between the root and the leaf node. I've already calculated the sum for node 11, so I can use that and build the sum for the remaining legs on it. Similarly, when I'm going to the right leg of node 5, when I'm at node 8, the sum would be 13. I'll use this to calculate the sum for the remaining left and the right leg. So with this approach, our time complexity has been reduced to O of n, where n is the number of nodes in the binary tree and the space complexity is O of 1. Let me show you how we can implement this exact solution in C#. In the main method, I start by checking if the root node is null. If it is, then I return false. If not, then I'm calling this helper method, passing the root node, the sum, and the root node's current value or the total value at the particular node from the root. Now, if the nodes left and right are null, which means the node is a leaf node, I then check if the sum is equals to the current sum. This sum is the target sum that we are trying to meet, and this current sum is the total value of all the nodes in the path starting from the root node. If the values are equal, then we return true or return false. If the node is not a leaf node, then we go inside the else condition where we first check if the node dot left is not null. If it is not null, Then we call the add method again by passing the left node the target sum and the updated value of the current left leg. If this add method returns true, then we simply return true from here. We don't need to resume the iteration. If this left leg does not return true, then we do the same check for the right leg. Either of the conditions are not met, then we return false. This code, when submitted on LeetCode, beats 100% of the submissions made so far in terms of runtime complexity and beats 33% of the submissions in terms of memory consumption. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you were able to understand the explanation and the source code. The link to the code is available in the description below. Feel free to check that out, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.